There's Angela and Amy, our friends Amy Lamette and Angela. Amy was supposed to be here, but her tooth hurt, so she didn't make it. So, you know, that happens sometimes. But her sister Jenny just wrote a wonderful movie, and I can't remember the name, but Jenny Lamette wrote a great movie. Rachel Getting Married, and it's sort of a little bit about all these girls. They've all been friends for like 100 years. And there's the lovely Brooke Shields. And this was at a Versace party, and she's also been another one of the girls that's been around. I know, great friend of everybody. But that's what you call big hair. And it works. That's Carrie Modine, and that was at a party for a book about a party. It was the party for the book about the black and white ball. And Carrie's always stylish and fun, and that's one of my favorite pictures of her. And there's the glamorous Claudia Schiffer, and I sort of like the man looking and going, it's Claudia Schiffer. But she definitely looks like an angel, or an Amazon amongst a lot of kooky people, right? It's her. Okay. And this was a fun picture. Sybil Shepherd had performed up at the Rainbow Room, and she was already like in her bathrobe, and she said, oh yeah, I knew her. She said, yeah, of course you can take a picture. I said, you don't look really very glamorous right now. And she said, wait a minute, I'll get a boa. And so I put her there, and I thought it added glamour, which is part of the conversation on glamour is that, you know, if you're pretty and you smile and you have a boa on, you look glamorous. And glamour is easy, but I mean, sustained glamour, that's another thing entirely. We'll talk about that more later. But anyway, I like this picture. This is Dita Von Teese, which I'm sure Liz is going to want this picture. But she, to me, is sophisticated, gorgeous, sexy, and always glamorous. And, you know, she's puts on a good show, and it's very tasteful. And tasty, too. Now here's, at Oscar time when the book came out, all my pals had hosted a party for me, and these are some of the glamour girls that are here tonight, and some that aren't, but they all know how to dress and be glamorous and beautiful, and there they are. And now this is, of course, at the Oscar party, and that is Jessica Pastor, who is a stylist with Hilary Swank, and she decided to dress her Oscar up because she looked naked. The Oscar looked naked, and I thought that was cute. Playing with your Oscar is glamorous, I think. There's Jerry Hall, and some man behind her, I don't know, but dressed in white. But I think Jerry Hall also always was like an American glamour girl, and that's fun. And Janet Jackson, big hair again, I think always is glamorous, big earrings, and there's beautiful teeth, so I don't know what to say about that. Oh, this is a great picture I love of Caroline Kennedy. And in my book, there's another picture I think it should be. In the book, I put it right next to, they're opposite each other. I have, oops, wrong way. I get confused. Anyway, let's see if I can go back. Yeah, so I had Caroline and Jackie right next to each other, which is, Mrs. Onassis, Jackie Onassis, she was always the essence of total glamour. When she was somewhere, all eyes were totally on her. And I remember going to this event, it was just in an arena like this, it was all to see a movie with Rob Lowe, Suddenly Last Summer with Rob Lowe. And it was assigned seating, and I was assigned to sit next to Kevin Spacey, and next to Kevin Spacey was Jacqueline Onassis, and then her friend was there. And I remember thinking I didn't want to watch the movie, I just wanted to look and talk to her. She was and she smelled great. And, you know, when she was leaving, and we had met, because I had met her through John, but I said, oh, hi, how are you? I'm Patrick. She goes, yes, I know. And so she kept walking out. And then as we were all leaving, all the photographers were outside, and I decided I had to just pull out my camera, and I took that one picture of her. And she sort of smiled, because I think she was wondering whether or not I would take her picture, because I was always a little shy about being like rude or whatever, you know. But anyway, so here is another moment. Liz Tilberis also had is on the right with the short hair, and she had a very big influence on me because Fern Malice got me doing fashion. She asked me if I would photograph the fashion shows for her and just do a little bit all around thing. And Liz I met when she first came to New York, and she said, hey Patrick, I want to see some of these pictures you're taking. They look great. So she gave me a job working for Harper's Bazaar, which led to me going to Paris and, you know, to all the tour shows, and it was really quite exciting. Of course, she introduced me to Princess Diana, which was nice, and we had a moment, it was nice. And the other lady is Mrs. Arnault, who is also a very glamorous pianist, and so this was a nice moment that I had. I think I ran out of film right after that, though. I mean, it's usually what happens. I get with the most famous people in the world, and my camera runs out of film. But